Hey guys, welcome back to A Square the podcast. It's your favorite twins, Arianna
and Alexandria.
And Lexi. What are we talking about?
Today we are going to talk about why we have such a decrease in state pageants. That is something that I think has been kind of happening for a while. I mean, we've seen it with the USA system. Obviously, High School America used to have one. RIM, we're trying to figure that out right now.
UNM used to have
UNM
one.
used to have one. Back in the day, IJM had one. Like,
We're losing state pageants.
yeah, like in Tennessee, you have
we're
America, Volunteer, and NAM. And I feel like those are like the big ones.
I agree.
Ideal used to have one too.
Ideal used to have one, and they got rid of that too.
Mm-hmm.
See, guys, we're losing state pageants. And here's my thing too. Like, these are big systems we're talking about.
Yeah.
Huge systems. NAM, USA. I mean, USA, besides America, is the largest pageant system after Universe, which it's the feeder system for that anyway. But like state level, we're getting rid of the opportunity to compete to go to nationals, and it's just like first come, first serve. Who could sign up and pay for Miss Tennessee first?
Yeah, and like, I think one thing, like, we're not trying to say that appointed titles are bad, because like, I love a good appointed title sometimes.
I
We've
appointed
done
a title
many.
for UNM.
But I think it just like, it doesn't help grow the system knowing that there's not a state pageant. And I think that's one thing NAM does really well that I think a lot of other systems should do. And I've actually talked to my directors at RIM how they have the referral program that NAM does. And that's why the NAM state pageants just continue to grow. And NAM almost has a pageant in every single state now.
Yeah, I think there's like 3 states that they don't have pageants.
Yeah. And so how they like refer people, because obviously that's how we got into pageants. And I think more systems need to start doing that.
I agree.
It gets you to reach out to people that never in a million years would have thought to come compete at a pageant.
Exactly, because most people know America and USA, and those are 2 hard pageants to do, like your first pageant.
Yeah. And like partly, I think one of the reasons is because I think there's just so many systems now that I think partly it can be a little overwhelming at times, but also like because there's so many systems, I'm finding a lot of these pageants are now having non-competes at the state level. So like America, USA, and like Volunteer, that makes sense to have a non-compete at the state. But maybe for some of these bigger systems that aren't as big at a state level, like why are we having a full non-compete? Like I understand it leading up to the national pageant. I mean, that makes sense. But after that, okay, so you get crowned, you have 3 months, you do your national pageant. Okay, well then now you have 9 more months left of the year that you're not eligible to compete anywhere else?
Exactly. And then another thing too, if you're doing, here's my thing as well. A lot of these non-competes too, you can't compete in a pageant before. However, some systems like UNM used to offer the Sweetheart pageant where you could compete, you just don't win. Like you don't,
like you get a crown and sash, but
if you win the Sweetheart title, but then you don't like go to nationals. You don't have anything like that. And not a lot of systems have that anymore or have the opportunity for Sweetheart. But like you still need to practice. And like you can only do so much, like sitting in interview, like sitting with Jacqueline and answering my questions, you know, driving her, navigating her to my house. But
if you know, you know.
But like that's different than me like actually sitting down with a judge, because Jacqueline knows me. She knows my own personal life anyway. A judge doesn't know me the way Jacqueline does. A judge doesn't know me the way you do when you sit in on our stuff.
Yeah, and so it's like definitely hard because I love a good practice pageant. But when I'm trying to
love a state pageant.
A practice pageant, and if I win, okay, now I'm automatically roped into a full year-long commitment, you know?
Are you, when you say a practice pageant, are you saying some states or national systems could be like your practice, or you
like use like a state pageant?
Yeah.
As like,
because people don't have like practice pageants.
Well, when I was younger, like essentially our practice pageants were more just kind of like local, like there was like a Miss Middle Tennessee pageant.
So
that
they've
was
gotten
just
rid
like,
of all of that.
Yeah, they don't
yeah.
have those anymore. And now if they,
because like even the Fairest of the Fair has a non-compete in Tennessee.
yeah,
That's
and
ridiculous. It's Fairest of the Fair.
a lot of them,
no diss to Fairest of the Fair girls, but like
a lot of these systems don't even have interview. I feel like you can practice, you know, gown and fun fashion and personal intro all day long in a you know, a dance studio or whatever, and that's easy. That switches to on stage very easily. But I think it's when it comes to the interview, that's where it's hard. I mean, if you're working with the same interview coach or your mom or your sister, whoever, you know, you're answering questions that they know the answers to. They've heard it a million times. They're going to almost just ask you the same things, kind of, you know, versus where a judge would just come up with something totally just off the wall and random, and you'd be like, what even is this question? And it really makes you think that much quicker, because when you're just like practicing with friends or family and stuff, you know, you kind of are like, oh, I can say, oh wait, I don't like that answer, and like, you know, restart or take a bit longer to think. But when you know, you have a minute or 3 minutes or however long you have to, you know, sit down with a judge or in this panel interview, it makes you have to like go so much quicker. And like same with like,
agree.
I mean, you could do the mocks online, but I mean, still it's the same thing.
It's like the mocks too are with your interview coaches,
Right.
and then they do it, and then they're like, oh, you did good. Well, like, I didn't mess up and ask you to let me restart, but you already know my answers.
Yeah.
Right.
Like when a judge doesn't know me.
Do you think that there's too many systems? You think that's like
I feel like there is too many systems, and I feel like every couple months, new system coming out. To like, there was one system that was in Texas, and then someone branched off from Texas, like from that system. They left the
That was a sponsor.
Yeah, they left the organization and then started their own system, and like that's what happened with American Co-ed and NAM. And like now, American Co-ed used to be huge. American Co-ed's like gone.
that? I mean, that's what it was when I competed. Because NAM spun off from American Co-ed.
Yeah.
So like they were the same models, but pretty much when I was young, like preteen age division, like that type of age, there were not as many pageants. So like the state pageants felt like they had more weight to them.
Yeah.
And more of a role, like it was. So what I've seen is a lot of people now, back in the day, this is very controversial. Back in the day, like there was like a bad word, you'd say like crown chaser, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was typically more like if you're doing a bunch of national pageants in a year, like you might be labeled that. But the problem was nowadays national pageants are more like state pageants now, right? Because there's so many, right?
Well, there's so many, and then we're also getting rid of the state pageant.
Right.
Like, I know girls who competed at UNM, stayed in Georgia for the couple days, and then went and competed at Ideal.
Yeah, and I think like one thing too is they're stacking these pageants on top of each other.
Oh my
I mean,
God. It
honestly,
went MHSA one weekend, RIM the next weekend, UNM the next weekend. While in between RIM and UNM, we had All-American Beauty or whatever it is.
yeah, and then there's also that Ultimate
Ideal.
International Miss.
Yeah, and then
And
there was
then-
Ideal. Princess of America was squeezed in there. Iconic was like right after that. A&B was right after UNM too. Like,
So you're not
we just
giving-
listed, and then NAM state pageants are all in
summer.
between all of
I feel
that.
like that was like 20 pageants.
Exactly.
I just
and so
listed, and then USA pageants, all
yeah,
in between that
so
too.
it's not giving like
That's crazy.
people are not able to like afford to be able to, you know, hit national after national after national, you know.
It's
People-
expensive to do a national.
They're expensive. People can't take off like jobs and stuff if you work and pay for your own stuff. If your parents, like, you can't just like get the time off that easily to, you know, just hit national pageant after national pageant. But it's like if we had more state pageants, then we could like spread them out a bit more. Like, I don't know, why don't we have a national pageant in the springtime?
And I know that they do it kind of around like, oh,
School's
out, so let's squeeze them all in summer. I'm going to tell you one thing about these pageant moms. They'll take their kid out of school
They don't care.
to do a pageant. They don't care. And if you think you're going to like lose miss, honestly, most of us can get enough PTO to take off the like week for a pageant. And it's a lot easier to take off like in the summer working at Nordstrom's. The entire month of July was a blackout for me. I had to like beg on my hands and knees to let me go compete at UNM.
That's why Arianna didn't even come to RIM to
That's why I
watch.
couldn't go to RIM, because I was a blackout date for NAM or for Nordstrom, so I couldn't go watch RIM. But if we do it like during the springtime, I don't have blackout dates during springtime. I have enough PTO that if I want to go, or I'll just take the no pay time off to go compete. But like that's my thing, is we just stack them all in summer, and then we do them on like Thanksgiving break, and then like IJM does it over New Year's weekend because kids have that off too. But like pageant moms are gonna pull their kids out regardless.
And I am so tired of spending my holidays at, somewhere.
it's
Like this
so
is going to be
exhausting.
our family's first time in 5 years not going to NAM Nationals over Thanksgiving.
yeah.
I haven't spent 4th of July home in 3 or 4
years.
And we love the IJM system so much, but we won't.
Oh, I love IJM.
But
I'm not
we
competing over New Year's
competed
weekend.
in it one time, and we're like, we're not doing this over New Year's again because.
And then another thing that bothers me with all these new systems or like with national pageants kind of breaking off from the state pageant. Why are we all in Orlando?
well, let's go somewhere different.
Take me out of Orlando.
Yeah, I was trying to remember where. Well, yeah, because no, when I did NAM, it was in California.
Yeah, you were in California.
Like I understand
was so
Orlando
good.
because it's like it's a destination spot for the family or whatever, but like I don't know, like we live in Nashville. We have the Opryland Convention Center up here. I feel like
I did a pageant. America's National Teenager was in Nashville.
Well,
Oh,
Opryland's a
fun.
nice hotel.
yeah, I think they do the Sunburst pageant up there. No?
Maybe
It's a glitz.
it's glitz. Oh, girl, I
Oh.
did that one time. Whoa,
Dude, no, I think you're right. I went to
You went and watched Minnie there one
I
time.
went and watched one of my old clients there.
But I think another thing too with like I think the decrease in state pageants, and this brings us back to like the appointed title thing. If you're new to a pageant, you don't want to commit to a national pageant right off the bat. Like I want to go to a state pageant and get a feel for the system before I'm
Yeah, if I'm
gone
new to
for a week.
system,
And that's another thing too. These national pageants need to be shortened. I don't need to be somewhere for 11 days. I don't
No.
shorten it.
it's ridiculous.
Like,
And
why
then
am I doing
you
one
have me
thing a
doing
day?
One thing a day, or sometimes I'm not doing anything the whole day, but maybe a rehearsal or a party at night.
Yeah. One, just shorten the pageant.
Please.
But yeah, it's like
We can also take out some of these extra curriculars. I understand it's like make it an experience, but like I don't need to spend 7 days of extracurriculars.
why are you saying it like that?
There's a video.
Curricular?
There's a video of like some lady and she keeps going all them extracurriculars, and that's just how I say it now. I
But
don't know
yeah,
who it is.
It's just like
it's a TikTok.
and then with having an appointed title, you're losing that drive for people to have never been into pageantry that want to get into pageantry. You're missing them wanting to come, just to a state pageant.
Well, I
to see
just
what
feel
it's
like an appointed title too takes away like the like pride and like I competed and I won this title, so now like let me go on stage and like represent myself, represent Tennessee. Or
Yeah, because it's scary to go to a new system and you're immediately representing a whole state or something on a national or international level stage.
And then another thing I would like to get rid of, nickname titles. Oh my God.
got to go.
I'm so tired of, especially if you have a state pageant and then you're still giving girls the opportunity to sign up for nationals with a nickname title.
yeah,
It's got to go.
I mean, it kind of, because it kind of takes away the like prestigiousness of getting to represent your state. Because, I went to the state pageant, I competed, and I did the hard
won.
work and I won. But the girl that got third runner up or didn't even play, she still gets to go as well. Now I love how NAM does it with
I
the
was gonna
All
say that.
American. Like I think more pageants should do that.
If we
'Cause
want to
then-
have nickname titles,
Yeah.
then make it a separate
Because
system.
then they're still bringing in the money that these systems want to bring. But okay, now we've separated it out. So the girl that did win her state pageant, she's only competing against the girls that have won their
and you get
state
that
pageant.
opportunity once.
Yeah, you only get to do it once.
Once. Can we please bring back competing for the title once?
Question: Do you feel state pageants should come back?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's a great opportunity to like dip your toe into a system and kind of get used to it. Also, one thing too, if you want to do because we don't have practice pageants anymore and you want to use a state pageant, you can also talk to the director and be like, hey,
See if that's an option.
if it's an option, hey, I'd love to compete at your state pageant. However, like I just need some practice. Is there a way like I can get my scores back, but you don't crown me?
Yeah. I also think like another thing too is we need to bring back prize packages for a state level.
Please.
Like when Ariana's first year at NAM,
I got nothing. I got maybe a couple $100.
I'm not saying that they're like, oh, you need to do this and that. Like, you don't need to make it this big grand thing. Like, I mean, you got a free dress, I think, for opening number, and you got your entry fees paid.
I got my entry fees paid. But here's the thing with NAM. If you win your optional, you get your entry fee for that optional paid.
Yeah.
And then you win your state pageant, they pay for your your entry fee.
You can go to NAM technically and not have to spend a dime on entry fees.
You could.
You really could.
Not us, though. We go to nationals and we do every optional to the max.
Yeah. But it's like, I think that attracts people because now with NAM at their state pageant, they're giving out thousands of dollars in scholarships.
Oh, yeah. No, they just got that. What is it?
Midland
University. They're giving out, what is it? $20,000, $40,000,
and they're giving it out to the top 5.
To each contestant,
and girls love that. I mean,
that wins or something insane.
The girl that's the current Miss Tennessee right now, I mean, which is why a lot of people do the America system. She was saying that she went to Auburn University and went through. I think it's either something maybe with medical or law, something that's very expensive. She came out with no student debt because of the Miss America system. I think that we need to be offering more scholarships, more prize packages to rope people in because college is expensive these days. People don't want to spend or can't spend the money to go. They don't want to go in a bunch of student debt. But when you're like, hey, I'll give you, you get this money for school. Like, I got a scholarship for winning RIM. I'm taking that to my school today. Like,
well, here's another thing too for me. No prize package. Because even like Ashley Renee's, if you compete at NAM, you win your state pageant at NAM, you buy a couture gown with them, they'll give you like a free red, white, or pink dress. Great. Or a lot of people are just giving discount codes. Can we get rid of it? Like, the only time you actually win like free stuff is if you're the national title holder.
yeah.
Stop sponsoring every pageant in the world then. Pick 1 or 2 systems you want to sponsor and start actually...
Yeah, like pour your heart into those 2 or 3 systems.
Yeah, give the girls free stuff. Because at the end of the day, if you give me 20% off...
I'm probably not going to use it.
I'm probably not going to use it because that's 20% off of something that I'm not going to use past this year.
Yeah.
Like, do I have Miss Tennessee stuff? Absolutely. And I got most of my stuff because Lexi and I were both title holders together, and we wanted to have like the little mementos from that, like our jackets and our ears. Other than that, though, I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy the crown box because they do give us a crown box.
That was new.
The
they gave us a
first
crown
year
box.
I competed, they did not give me a crown box, so I had to find my own crown box. But give actual prize packages.
Yeah.
I mean, they just brought back with Miss USA, you win, you get an apartment.
Yeah, you get the apartment in the car in Miami now. Like, that's fantastic. Who doesn't want that?
You get a modeling contract. Like, that's one thing with pageantry that I really just miss. Like, the glamour of like, you win, you get all of this stuff. You get all these opportunities. Now it's you win. Okay, let me email a bunch of companies now being like, hey, I won my pageant. Yeah. Can I come can I be Miss Tennessee at your...
It's literally been my life.
Event. Well, yeah, but like, there used to be so many opportunities of like Stephanie Skinner. Oh my gosh, she was Miss Miss FIFA Cup.
Yeah, literally, like that was awesome.
That was insane.
Like,
that's what I feel like opportunities like that should come with winning.
Let's treat our state queens like queens. Let's, give them the photo shoots. Let's, maybe try to book appearances with them. Let's try to pour our heart
Madison
into
and Victor.
They are
doing a fantastic job.
They're eating that up.
Well, because I feel like Madison's a past national title holder.
She knows what's up.
She knows what it's like. She's giving girls those opportunities. I mean, she's working with Jacqueline for coaching.
Megan for hair and
makeup. I heard that they're working with another person to do like sponsors the dresses and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's stop laughing.
Yeah, they're like
that's great.
Let's help.
Let's help our girls
queens.
get to state.
Let's help the queens. Let's treat them like queens.
Let's get them to nationals. And so,
yeah, just like the directors need to be more hands-on. Like, not even necessarily like always like, yeah, we just talking about giving them stuff. Let's, talk our girls through the year. Let's be supportive.
Like the non-communication too.
I ran into an issue before in a pageant. My state director just like dipped.
I had that
mid-year,
too. I had a state director text us in the middle of our thing before going to nationals. Hey, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah, like
we'll be at nationals.
3 months before, I didn't even get that. They were like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm not going to nationals." It's like, all right. Okay.
Well, they were at nationals for like 2 days.
Yeah, it's just like let's give our girls some more director.
And if you're gonna be a state director, I feel like you have to commit to it.
Like, I would love to direct a state pageant.
Oh, I would love
like,
to.
I think that would be so much fun, and being able to just like spoil.
I lost a ring.
Oh, being able to just spoil our girls and just like, which ring is it?
The fingertip.
It's
one.
in the kitchen. I was just playing with it.
Oops, I flipped you off.
But yeah, unfortunately we do have to cut it short now because I have to leave for school in 10 minutes.
Okay.
So
Can't be a little late.
no, I think Jerry might hit me. Just kidding, guys. My flight instructor doesn't beat me. He loves me to death. I promise. He only makes me cry on the occasion. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not. I just get frustrated and cry. Jerry, I love you. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of our hot take for the day, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. Let's bring state pageants back. Let's bring back just the realness of it. Let's just bring back making our queens at the state pageant and not just a random representative.
Yeah, let's make pageants not so expensive. Let's give girls more opportunity to compete at state pageants. Because here's the thing, quick note, if a girl competes in a state pageant, I feel like she's more likely to go to another system if she didn't win. You're bringing more people to your system, but we keep doing all these non-competes, blah, blah, blah. Guys, it's getting a little ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And then let's also spread out our pageants,
Amen.
Please. Anyways, I hope any systems that listen to this don't hate us. We still love pageants, obviously.
We do. These are our own opinions. And if you don't like them, then click off the video. I don't know.
Opinions are stupid.
Opinion-based.
So
Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong.
Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong. It's just a thought.
I gotta go. Wrap it up, twin. I gotta get to school.
Okay. You guys can follow me at official Arianna Ford on all forms of social media.
You can follow me, Alexandria Ford _official on all forms of social media, as well as A Squared the podcast on Instagram. And I know we mentioned this before, but stay tuned because we're gonna have a big surprise coming soon.
Very soon. Very soon. Probably within the next
like 3 or 4 episodes, I'm hoping.
Yes. Fingers crossed. We just have to sit down and plan that. Anyways, we will see you guys next Tuesday. Goodbye.
Bye. See you next Tuesday.